So, semua dah minum?
Yes.
Dah tenang? Kita boleh berfikir? Bulan-bulan puasa ni kena ada gula ni. Budak-budak manis ni kena tambah gula. Betul tak? So, sebab the topic is gedik, gila, mental. So what? We start with the first word lah. What is gedik to both of you? Gitu. Gedik tu apa? What is
Jen?
gedik? Jen.
Okay. Okay. I rasa I don't know, maybe producer bleep ni lah, tapi
Apa ni Jen?
Okay, when I was younger, I thought gedik means just girly, but then as I grew older, I feel like people use the word gedik for more like bitchy girls. But I feel like the thing is, it's hard to properly translate like the meaning of gedik into English. I feel like gedik is a mixture of every personality.
Yeah.
A lot of things lah, basically. So it's like girly. It's girly, bitchy, bratty sometimes. Tapi there's the good gedik and the bad gedik. I feel like the bad gedik is more of like pick me behavior.
Okay, pick me.
I pun sokong untuk yang bad gedik is pick me.
Yeah.
There are two side of gedik. Memang betul. So I think I'm the good gedik lah. I'm not the pick me lah.
As you can tell, perempuan cantik selalunya gedik yang baik.
Real. Gitu.
Betul.
So real.
Betul tak? Betul tak?
I think betul. I sokong je. For me kalau gedik tu pun betul memang susah nak explain how, because like macam gedik is like your own personality sometimes, right?
Betul.
Macam tu. But mostly lah kalau orang yang cakap kat I think because of the high pitch voice and then the way we talk. Sebab we talk kan macam
Komen bagi
macam tu kan. Certain people macam tak boleh rasa macam annoying or like that. That is me lah.
I mean personally kan, I think gedik, growing up kan, I feel like everyone can agree growing up gedik has always been like an insult. It's very like,
betul.
Jangan gedik boleh tak?
Yeah,
Don't be gedik. Kau aku betina juga kan?
Exactly.
Engkau bukan betina pakai baju warna pink ke tahun lepas? Aku gedik salah ke? Apa fairnya? What is the line of gedik and tu gedik?
Kan?
So apa salahnya? Tapi I tak rasa I betul lah, jangan kata kan, you guys kata like there is two sides of gedik, the good gedik, the
And
negative
the bad
gedik kan. Tapi we focus, I think we grew up with the negative gedik
Betul.
a lot kan. Korang takkan lah tak pernah kena.
I
memang
was actually bullied for being gedik, you know. And as a kid, right, I didn't know what gedik means as a kid. And then like it was later on that I realized they call me that because they think like I'm bratty or something lah. Sebab last time, I mean, what do you expect? You bully a kid then they cry, of course lah.
Yelah, lepas tu you cry sama, you gedik sama.
Yeah, exactly.
Habis tu you nak expect apa? Kita duduk diam macam tu. Mata terkebil gitu.
Kalau mati tebel pun nanti orang kata gedik jugalah.
Macam robot
mengada.
lah.
Macam robot. Itu memang masalah mental orang lah tu. We are not
itu dah masuk ke the third part of the topic. Mental. I think gedik, gila, mental semua ada correlation. You tak boleh gedik kalau you tak gila. You tak boleh gila kalau you tak mental.
Betul.
I think it is all adik-beradik.
I think maybe gedik tu jadi macam kita punya cope mechanism something. To hide everything we have to be gedik.
Ya, betul. Jen, you told us how you had your own experience of being bullied by being gedik. Afifah ada tak?
For me tak kot, sebab I queen masa I sekolah dulu, sebab I tak nak orang sentuh I.
Faham?
Like that. Tapi during my high school years adalah juga kena sedikit, but then it's another story to tell lah.
Faham. I see. A lot of people memang kena like negative kan this gedik thing. Even now kalau you tengok like your younger nephews, your younger cousins, your auntie panggil, gediknya dia tu.
Yeah, true.
Why is that a negative thing?
Kan?
Lelaki boleh macho.
Kan kenapa perempuan tak boleh gedik?
Lepas tu bila perempuan kasar sangat, kenapa nak jadi lelaki?
Kan? Boyish pula.
Pula. I think this is where the topic comes in, gedik gila mental. Sebab bila you gedik, you kena marah. Kena negatif.
Sebab tu you mental.
Lepas tu you masuk gila pula. Lepas tu you gila, orang panggil you gila. You mental pula. So like you don't win.
Kan?
Perasan?
Yeah.
Perasan tak? It's like stigmatized of
Yeah.
how you are. You have to shape yourself into this person of, you cannot be a girl. But then if you're not a girl, you're too much of a boy. And then if you're too much of a girl, you're too gedik.
Kita tak ada macam in between. Where is our in between?
Betul? What is the in between? You guys rasa what's your in between?
In between lah.
I
feel
memang personally memang gedik.
And I love that. I rasa explore that, be yourself.
I feel like the good level of Gedik is just a girl who's just so confident in herself.
Yeah.
And okay, random story, but like I find it so ironic that sometimes I got called Gedik when I was a kid. Just because I'm friends with my guy friends. But the ironic part about it is I don't know, the girls can see that I'm not being Gedik at all when I'm with my guy friends. But like when I'm with them, I'm like, oh yo bro. How is that Gedik? Yeah.
I think they're jealous lah kot, because like they cannot have that. You have guy friend, they don't have.
Yeah,
That's why
actually,
they call you the gedik
I found
one.
out about that fact. Yeah.
It's all rooted from deep like jealousy.
Yes,
and
itu yang sebenarnya.
deep patriarchy lagi. We live
Diorang
in a
ejek
man's
kita
world.
gedik sebab diorang tak boleh jadi gedik.
Betul. I support that. Tapi we're talking about how it negatively impacts you guys, okay? Tapi kita ada mention just now the good and the bad side. Tadi kita cakap good. Ada je perempuan gedik, cantik, baik. Baik je, suci je hati diorang. Bulan Ramadan ni Alhamdulillah. Yang jahat ni macam mana? What would you guys describe as a gedik?
Macam Jen cakap tadi, pick me.
What is considered a pick me? Sebab ada orang different answers to pick me.
Yeah. Okay, I had a pick me face lah. Tapi I rasa the true definition of pick me is just girls who, actually not just girls, actually guys also, right? Yang basically fake their personality. Yang like they like certain things or they act a certain way just to get approval from the opposite gender. And I feel like for pygmy gedik girls, kau tahu lah, high pitch voice. I want to ask you guys, can you guys impersonate a high pitch pygmy girl?
Sekejap
I rasa Afifah boleh. I rasa dia ada bakat.
Kejap. Kita
Okay,
kena
cepat.
ambil
Bagi
mood.
challenge.
Kita kena dengar ni.
Alah, I rasa tak boleh lah buat tu. Boleh tak you guys tolong I? Jangan nanti orang ingat I pick me.
Fifa, apa ni? Kenapa macam elok sangat je ni? Kenapa ni macam kepak sangat ni?
Oh my god, you guys, you tak layan ke influencer yang Abigail tu? Dia selalu buat
Oh, right,
business content. I just follow her, and
I
by the way,
love
she's
her.
my classmate.
Same, I love her also.
I love her. I love her content. I like that she exposes this culture. Sebab kan, like you mentioned, dulu orang ejek you pasal you pick me kan. You rapat dengan lelaki lah kan. Why do you think it goes with one another? Macam, as we can tell, we grew up macam tu. Kita kena jujur. We were judgmental kids.
Yeah.
We might have a past. Mungkin tak, mungkinnya. But to put it out, the topic out there, why do you think gedik is usually associated to when you are with your guy friends or with your male friends? Why do you think like it correlates?
I think mungkin lah kot, bila kita befriended with someone that opposite of our gender kan, we tend to like macam let loose a bit kot, sebab kita tahu lelaki tak judge. Kan?
Exactly.
So kita macam let loose. Maybe bila orang lain tengok macam, gediknya perempuan tu dengan lelaki tu. I think something like that.
Faham? Good perspective. I like that perspective. Jen?
Because people are close-minded, so it's like, especially like in our country,
Yeah, 100%.
in our era at the time, like seeing a girl being friends with guy friends is like weird, right? Mine is definitely jealousy.
100% jealousy.
Like as mentioned earlier, because I feel like the girls in my year, okay, no shade to them if they're watching this. I feel like a lot of them are like different people now. Diorang dah matang lah sekarang. But I feel like for them last time, I can see that, you know, like last time they all have crushes on all the guys in their class. For me, I rarely have that. I do have crushes with the guys in my class. Cuma it's like quite rare lah. But the other girls, they're like, oh my god, he talked to you.
Faham?
You know, I was
Tapi I
not
faham
bullied
also
like that.
Kita faham je. Kalau dengan crush, I think the exception is if you're talking to your crush. If you're talking to your crush and you tak gedik, you suka ke lelaki tu. Because I think gedik is a way of expression.
Betul.
Allowing yourself to be like, you. You suka I tak you.
You
Macam,
main kaki
it's gedik. It's very
This one
gedik.
I had to agree lah.
It's very gedik. Like you have to like be able to embody that femininity. And I want to talk about this sebab it is very important for us as women of this society to know that the word gedik is so deeply rooted in our society as a negative thing. Like I've mentioned multiple times. It all leads back to like how men see us. And then when we retaliate back, when we finally cakap, kenapa yang ni gedik pula? Janganlah marah. Kenapa kau nak gila? And then you marahlah lagi. Bila kata pula, kenapa I pula gila?
Yeah.
And then you lagi mental. Because what did you say? It
And
all
then kan, it all comes to this word je. Feminist.
When then you talk about it and how it's an issue, lah. You feminist You feminist, you women copy. Women copy. If I recall correctly lah, I tengok budak dalam kelas I yang banyak memecahkan benda, bergaduh-gaduh, golek-golek atas lantai, bukan perempuan ya. Usually it's the boys.
Yeah.
And then the only thing we hear is boys are boys.
Yeah, betul. Boys are boys. They always get macam dimaafkan untuk segala-galanya.
Betul. And it's so stupid. I think it's stupid. You macam it's also rooted from our I don't know if I can say this, but I'm going to say this. Parents juga. You ada anak lelaki, ada anak perempuan. The way you raise them, they will see. Your anak perempuan will see how you raise your anak lelaki.
Betul.
You cakap dia buat anything gedik, anak lelaki you puji buat the same exact thing, elok lah.
Betul. Elok lah. Memang betul.
So Afifah,
Yeah.
I tahu you are a beautiful, lovely woman, right? Do you have story? I know that you have your own 2 children, right?
Yeah, betul. 3
How do you 3? Oh my god.
Yes.
3. Wow. How do you try to how do I say this in the how do I say this? How do you enforce the positive growing of them with how they are? Macam you gedik. You memang mengaku you gedik. Anak perempuan you gedik nanti one day let's just say dia balik rumah, mami I kena bully sebab I gedik. How do you
you know, masa tu ayah akan suruh dia jadi ni mesti kena censored kan, but the B one lah. Ayah akan kata kat you gedik, so you attack them with the gedik most way.
Betul.
Yeah.
Betul.
If dia kata you gedik, so what? You doesn't like because the boys doesn't like you? You are not gedik as me? Something like that. Betul. We have to be sassy, guys. Okay?
Betul.
Sebab I dulu I tak mampu nak sassy. So
Same.
now I nak teach my daughter to be sassy. Even the boys also lah.
Sassy Man Apocalypse, amazing.
Yes.
We love
Yes,
that.
mother.
Sassy Man
Yes,
Apocalypse.
mother.
Yeah, mother.
Yes, mother. Yes, mother. Amazing.
But mostly untuk positive environment, I cannot macam 100% lah. Okay, tak boleh nak 100% macam protect them from the negative environment sebab I sendiri pun I have my negativity as well kan. Bila nak datang tu I serahkan kepada go to your daddy.
Itu ayah lah kan. You nak banyak-banyak buat apa kan?
Kan.
Relax lah. Steady lah. Kan? Okay guys, I want to ask. Korang pernah tak experience the negative gedikness in a sense of your group friends? Macam contohnya I kan. I pernah sekolah kebangsaan international. Segala jenis benda lah. And I've met all kinds of girls. I've known all girls school pernah. But I want to ask, have you guys met that group of girls that are feminine, memang gedik gila, but Regina George, Mean Girls.
Oh, Mean Girls yang gedik.
Mean Girls yang gedik. How do you deal with that?
Interesting. Tetapi let us go for a break first sebab this one already macam heavy topic tau. Okay, so kita kena habiskan minuman kita. Tengok tu Jen punya minuman tak sampai
Jen
half
tak
lagi.
gerak lagi ni. Jen tak gerak lagi.
Macam mana tu?
Savoring. I'm savoring.
So kita akan kembali after this. Welcome back with Kacip Sisters. Gitu.
Gitu.
Okay. So tadi Mars ada cakap pasal Mean Girls yang gedik kan. So I was very interested dengan dia punya story sebab dia have been to all kind of schools.
Hey.
Mesti banyak cerita dia. Start please.
I want to ask if you guys have had any stories, please do share in the comment section because I know it's a very scary thing sebab let's be honest, girls are scary.
Betul.
I ada background all girls school. Memang benda tu seram. Seram. But I'm going to tell you a very cool story. Sebab this is when I sekolah agama. Dekat sini interesting. Orang beragama ya. Berilmu, berqadam. Ya. You memang belajar benda ni dalam kelas ya. Akidah semua ya. And during this time, I was around the age of 10 years old.
Okay.
I just moved from an international school.
Alright.
So I went from an international school, Islamic international school, and then I went to a Malay kind of agama school.
Okay.
So I macam, everyone learn Islam the same way.
Uh-huh.
Everyone learn agama the same way. Hey, I cerita karang. So when I was in this international school, you are expected to embrace your femininity. You perempuan. You memang perempuan. Become a girl. Express yourself. Be gedik. Hey, I masuk sekolah agama ni, Allahu Akbar. Nama Tuhan dah keluar. You don't play with me. First time masuk sekolah ni, macam wow. I takut sebab you tak ada kawan. Kan? Bila you pindah sekolah baru, you tak ada kawan. And then, I buat apa nak gata nak kawan dengan lelaki? I wanted to go be friends with the girls. To that girl, I want you to remember, I remember your name, I remember your alamat, I remember your mother. You watch out. I tell you, kalau siapa makan cili, dia rasa pedas tau. I want to say, I first time masuk sekolah ni, I nak kawan dengan perempuan ni. I duduk next to her.
Okay.
Sebab meja dia kosong. Okay, tak ada orang. I duduk lah first day sekolah ni. Lepas dia cakap, oh hi, my name is Marcella. Dia kata, oh hi, my name is I'm going to give her a name parking ticket lah. I'm going to give her saman. Nama dia saman.
Okay.
Sebab orang tak suka saman.
Betul.
You suka tak kena saman?
No.
You suka tak kena saman? Producer suka
actually, I can't
kena
drive.
saman? Takkan. Tak ada orang suka saman. Tak ada orang suka kena saman. Okay. Okay, so Saman says, hi. I'm macam, oh, okay. I budak. When you go from like a different culture to a different culture, you macam, macam tak kenal kan?
10 years old.
I was 10. She was 10 also. You were 10 also. So then, I said, hi, I wanted, like banyak sembang lah sebab I nak buat kawan baru.
Yeah.
And then pandang yeah. Alah, engkau tak berkadam ke? Kau tak kerti baca buku ke? Tak kerti bercakap ni? Buat ayat tak boleh ni? Hambon.
So basically dia macam tak nak layan you.
Tak nak layan lah. I macam okay fine. You tak nak layan, I fine. I was like, lama-lama tak sembang dengan dia tak nak layan, I okay fine. I buat ke tepi. I buat tak layan je. Wow, time rehat weh. Time rehat. Dia pergi kat semua kroni dia. Kroni dia bukan seorang 2 orang weh. 20 weh.
Mama banyak dia kapla kan?
Dia kapla weh. Dia kapla. Dia memang kapla tempat tu. Dia datang, semua member-member dia. I turun lambat sebab I tak tahu sekolah ni. Okay, I don't know what this means. I don't know where we are. I'm new.
Lagipun sekolah tu dengan international school is different.
Very
kan?
different. I don't understand how this works. Kan? So like I turun lambat. Satu geng dia pandang I macam ni, Mat.
Wow.
Aku jolok mata sekarang perangai macam ni. Perangai macam tu elok ke di sekolah agama? Lepas tu, then diorang macam ada, okay, you budak baru soalnya, okay, let's be honest, sekolah rendah time tu, mestilah budak lelaki suka bila ada perempuan baru masuk.
Betul.
Kan. Silap I masuk sekolah tu, I perempuan. Itu je silap I. Because I masuk tu, this one guy tiba-tiba nak crushing kat I. I macam,
girl.
aku datang sini nak belajar lah. I umur 10 tahun, I knew I wanted to learn. I want to get good grades. That's what
10 tahun dah tahu apa.
Nak tahu apa pasal cinta-cinta ni. I'm not going to do that stupid cinta monyet kan. Dia dengar cerita Mamat tu, kita namakan dia Samsul lah. Nama kau Samsul hari ni kan. Samsul tiba-tiba dia kata, dia bagi tahu kawan dia seorang ni. Dia bagi tahu kawan dia seorang ni, I suka Marcella.
And the word spread.
And the word spread. Saman marah. Saman marah. Dia ambil botol air, Tupperware tebal tu. Dia pergi ketuk kepala I.
For what?
Dia ambil, dia ketuk kepala I. Dia fikir berbunyi kosong agaknya. Tapi taklah. I apa lagi? I nangis kan. Kita nangis. But I remember being in that position of like, you budak baru. You don't have anyone around you. You don't have friends.
That time around berapa week ke? Berapa month ke?
This is like my 2nd week of school.
Already kena katuk?
Yes. Katuk kepala. Katuk kepala aku. Natal sungguh lah perangai. Kan? Keluar Kelantan. Sorry marah. Lepas tu, this girl, she is this very like Mean Girls Regina lah. Very Mean Girls Regina. I menangis lah. I beritahu mak I. Mami, Umi.
Especially like macam
Mak I
cannot
pelik.
fathom a 10 years old, you know.
Yeah, my mum pelik kenapa ada benjol kat kepala I. Sebab she ketuk my head. Oh, she ketuk my head that hard. And I will remember you. Ingat? I will remember her to the day I die. Because benjol, babe.
Yalah.
Benjol.
You know what? I tengah imagine. I rasa macam a 10 years old.
Lepas tu my mum apa lagi? My mum the amazing woman that she is pergi bagi tahu cikgu lah. Masuk cikgu disiplin, masuk cikgu pengetua terus I tak main-main. Masuk pengetua terus. Mina tu kata sebab I treat boyfriend dia.
10 years old already got boyfriend ke?
Samsung memang Saman's punya boyfriend.
Samsung dengan Saman tak pernah, nama je lebih kurang sama je tu. Itu tu sebab I baik nak bagi jodoh sikit lah. Samsung tak suka
10 years
Saman.
old.
10 years old you're doing all of this. Okay, kepada si perempuan Saman tu, kau memang gedik, kau memang gila, kau memang mental, kau memang tak function, kau pergi sekolah agama. Kalau kau tak agama lah bodoh. Nama dah cantik.
Ketawa tapi
Nama dah cantik, kau bodoh pula tu. Hey. I hate you, I will always hate you. Eloklah perangai gedik macam tu. Biar anak engkau pun gedik, biar nenek engkau pun lebih kurang macam tu je. 7 keturunan kau memang kena dengan aku.
dia macam
Dia memang kena. Keturunan kena.
Siap.
7, I memang suri. 7 keturunan kau memang takkan tak nak lah bulan puasa.
after that dia ada buat benda-benda
Ramadan.
lain juga ke?
Memang. I went to 2 different schools with her.
No, that's
I
crazy.
pindah sekolah dulu. Dia ikut I lagi. Kau memang gedik. Kau memang suka aku kan? Kau memang suka aku. Saman, tell me right now. You memang in love with me, right? I tahu you
Kenapa?
mana.
That makes sense.
Why?
I masuk sekolah bagus. And then she follow. Yeah.
Lepas tu kena lagi.
Kena lagi.
But
tapi my
you pioneer.
I pioneer. Sentiasa pioneer. The first time tu, I pindah sekolah dia. Okay. Second time tu, dia pindah sekolah I. Nak masuk sekolah aku. I baik. I baik je dengan dia. I was really nice. I was a very nice person. Menyesal. Don't ever be nice to a person like that. Memang muka kau bulat. Kau pakai tudung pun memang kau bulat. Aku benci kau. Bulat-bulat aku benci kau. Aku benci dia. You are the kind of gedik that makes me hate being a girl. Because you have that muka dia memang feminine. Tapi I jujur muka I tajam. Muka dia memang soft. She's a very soft, pretty, memang pinky girl. And I wanted to be like that. Because that's what like girls are, you know. Like when you're at that age, umur 10 tahun je baru.
Yelah.
That's what a girl is. You want to be like that. For you to bully me, you are mental, you are crazy, you are memang kau tak belajar dalam kelas adab.
Dia macam like, what's the reason pun? Nak
Yeah, what's
start
the reason?
kenapa?
What's the reason? Because a guy, nama aku dah bagi Samsul pula tu. Kau suka nama Samsul pula tu kan? Okay. But like, what is it that makes these girls that we have experienced in our lives to become so evil and malicious and prejudiced towards a girl that's a bit different than them? A
To be
different kind of
honest kan,
gedik.
I hope Saman comment kat bawah because I really want to know why.
Saman, kau pun sama
What's
je.
the reason? Why?
Dear Marcella, actually I kind of like you.
Saman, you pun sama je. I tak nak buka cerita sebab I nak cakap pasal perempuan gedik je. Tapi kau pun lebih kurang gedik je. Kau jantan pun kau gedik. Tak function. Kau tak function. Kau pun sama je. Aku malas buka cerita. Aib. Okay.
Aib.
Cik dah buka cerita kan?
Kan?
Macam mana tu? Macam mana tu?
Tapi semua tu started from 10 years. Lepas tu dia berlarutan sampai
I hope dia dah berubah. I hope she has changed. Sebab nampak macam dah. Tapi
Okay.
macam stop lah kan. Tapi nampak macam dah. Tapi you cannot believe social media.
betul lah tu.
And if the person hasn't apologized,
Tak lagi.
tak pernah lagi.
So Saman, adakah anda rasa perbuatan anda itu betul pada umur 10 tahun?
I don't know. I hope she's changed. I hope she's grown from it because it seems like she has. But I hope to the girls that have gone through that, know that they're stupid. You're smarter than them.
Real.
You're better. Just get straight A's and biar dia rasa bodoh kat tepi. Sebab orang yang educated and let's just say EQ is your emotional intelligence tinggi, because for you to detect that, for you to understand it and fathom it, you are a strong person.
Betul.
These gedik pick me bocah girls, you buat tak layan je sebab diorang tak bagi manfaat. Diorang tak bagi manfaat. There's no point. No point.
Actually, that's what all the adults would tell me when I was a kid. And the thing is, for me, when I was younger, obviously I like to bukan suka gaduh, but it's like I can't fathom, like I can't let people go just like that lah. So I quite petty kan. And then like my parents or the adults that I know, they be like, oh, like just ignore je lah, buat tak layan. Like, you know, they do this and that because they want a reaction out of you. And then it's hard for me to tak layan. But after I grew up now, I realize it's so funny to just ignore them. Because they get even more pissed, you know.
Betul.
They get even more mad. Like, kena rage baited macam tu.
But to be honest lah kak, I'm very addicted to bergaduh actually. So I takkan berdiam diri.
Oh, you suka gaduh?
I takkan berdiam diri kalau orang attack I. I akan zap.
Actually, now also I became more aggressive lah. Sometimes I'm quite confrontational. Sometimes, okay, I'm active on Discord kan, so got certain like gedik pick me girls yang like to like cari hal. Then sometimes lah, like I fed up with them, I was just straight up call them out in the call. I'd be like, oh, blah blah blah, like you don't have like any other guys to talk to ke? Something macam tu lah. I was do things like that. It's very funny.
I rasa the only way like you can tackle this is by sindir though.
I mean kalau dia boleh faham you punya sindiran.
Kalau dia berakal fikiran IQ 120 seperti orang biasa lah. InsyaAllah boleh. But like the only way you can do it is by sindir lah, like you did.
Yeah.
Elok lah perangai macam tu.
Sebab tu lah sekarang bila I ada anak kan, I always cakap macam I takkan bagi advice macam tu ignore.
Yes.
Sebab I rasa memang you at one point you have to respond.
Betul.
Sebab selagi you diam, selagi tu dia rasa macam you are very easy to attack.
Actually,
That's to me lah.
Okay. Actually, it goes the same for me like both ways. At first, you ignore lah, but then if they keep on doing, I feel like confirm at some point you have to confront.
Betul.
But then it's like in most cases, when they try to provoke you and you just ignore, they're gonna feel very shitty. They're gonna feel so stupid that they, you know, like they try to provoke you, then you didn't give a reaction. Then confirm they rasa they pula yang sedar lah, like oh like I'm doing this and that to them and they don't really care. Then like how to say, macam stun, you know.
Macam apa tu, attack dinding.
It feels like they're gonna feel like they're talking to a brick wall.
Ataupun another option is kau tarik tudung dia balik, dia anak tudung cabut, dia ada malu je kat situ. Sebab orang-orang macam ni perlu dipalukan sometimes. If it's too much, kau tarik je tudung dia, biar awning dia buruk pun. Tak tudung apa rambut. Kalau pergi sekolah, aku pernah free hair pergi sekolah, korang kena ikat dalam apa ponytail kan, kau tarik je. Dia sedar sikit perangai tu. Aduh. Perangai. But like that's my story lah. That's my story. That's what I went through. Have I grown from it? No.
It took time.
Because it takes time to adapt to that, you know? Because for a long, after you've been in that culture, right? It hits you because I tak cerita lagi all girls school tapi tak nak kan. It really hits you that you have to rebuild your female relationships, which is one of the reasons why I am so thankful for this podcast. But I dapat jumpa you. Kan? There are girls, the gediks that are nice. There are good people out there. You know, you can rebuild that view of femininity in a very positive light, in a very good light. Sebab tak semua orang macam tu.
Betul.
Tak semua.
I kalau nak cari kawan pun, I akan cari orang yang gedik je. I tak boleh kawan dengan orang yang terlalu serius. I kena yang bercakap sama macam I. Macam ni gedik. So gedik je dah. We have to be slang.
Betul macam tu lah.
Like girls who empower each other.
It's very important.
Oh my god,
Lebih kurang lah. But that's my story lah. Itu cerita I. You guys nak sambung ke?
I don't have much stories lah, to be honest. Sebab macam I dulu waktu I kerja dulu tu, I would say like every time kalau I fly kan, every time is a different colleague kan.
I rasa you kena cerita kat diorang, you kerja apa tiba-tiba fly ni. Orang fikir ponte sekolah pula. Orang fikir ponte sekolah fly ni. Orang kerja fly ponteng kerja.
Oh yeah.
Fly tu orang ponteng kerja.
Oh, new term.
New term budak fly.
New term lenting.
Budak-budak fly.
Oh.
So you kerja apa?
You so fly.
Oh, itu lain.
Itu lain.
Itu lain. Itu lain. Itu lain.
Yelah, masa I kerja macam cabin crew dulu tu.
Fui
like,
ya.
Dulu. Once upon a time.
Okay.
Tapi masa tu like every time I fly pun, tahu tak, every time I nak pergi kerja kan, I sebenarnya nervous. I sebenarnya takut. Very, very takut. I pernah macam call my husband tau. I rasa macam I tak nak pergi flight. Sebab I takut. I takut nak kerja dengan sesiapa pun dalam tu.
Kenapa takut? Apa jadi?
Sebab susah nak cakap. Sebab it involve the company kan. It involve the environment also. So kalau I cakap terlampau lancang pun nanti kan benda ni jadi isu. Something like that. But not everyone experience the same lah. Okay. Ni my experience only. I macam every time I fly, kadang-kadang always I jumpa orang yang macam tak betul. I would say tak betul. Gedik
ke
tak
mental?
betul.
Geli pula. Gedik, gila ke mental? Ketiga-tiga
mental?
sekali. Gedik mental. Gedik
I
mental.
could say.
Ni kategori
Cuma
gedik
ada
mental?
seorang je I ingat sampai sekarang pun orang tu. Sebab masa tu I betul-betul sakit untuk kerja. Lepas tu dia macam telah mengkenakan I throughout the flight. Sebab benda tu 3 days trip tau. So I memang kena kau-kau lah masa tu. I sampai sekarang I masih ingat nama dia. Sampai sekarang lagi kalau I jumpa dengan kawan I yang terbang sekali dengan I masa tu, kita orang memang akan cerita pasal dia je.
Kau dah jadi topik ke weh? Kau tak malu ke?
Sampai dengan laki I pun I kadang-kadang tanya tau, is she still around? Masa I macam every time. Sebab laki I still in the flight kan. So
Tapi best lah dapat gosip baru.
Yes.
Itu yang best.
Yes.
Itu yang
Tapi dia dah tak ada dah dalam tu.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah for the newcomers. You guys are blessed. Alhamdulillah.
Tak ada dah perangai-perangai bocah ni.
Tapi sekarang ni I dengar dah tak ada lagi dah lah. So I think it's good for them also. Tapi ada benda yang jadi jugalah bila dah tak ada orang gila ni. Yang newcomers ni dia jadi macam dah tak terkontrol. Gitu. Sebab dah tak ada orang garang dekat dia orang. So dia orang tend to act freely.
Faham?
Ni berdasarkan cerita husband I lah pula.
Pula. Kena ajak husband you ni. Sebelah you ni. I duduk dengan Jen.
Kacip Sisters and one brother.
Kan gitu. Kacip Brothers.
Kacip Brothers.
Kacip Brothers.
Lain.
Lain jadinya. Gitu je lah for my experience. I tak boleh nak cerita banyak guys. Because it involves a lot of people. And it involves like company as well. And a brand. Macam tu.
Would you say, okay, kalau sebab you tak ada cerita lah kan, kita nak bagi tahu audience kan, would you say this out of 10 lah, how bad was this gedik gila? How bad was it?
I would
Out of
say 8 kot.
8, wow.
Sebab I boleh kira dengan jari I berapa kali flight yang I terbang dengan orang yang betul-betul okay. Yang memang I rasa wow, seronoknya fly. You know, after this one flight kan, I had a very terrible flight. After that kan, I because of that one triggered. Lepas tu I terus berhenti lah. Sebab I rasa macam this not good for my mental health.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, I sampai at that kind of point.
Working environment kau dah besar panjang kot.
Yeah. And you know what? Diorang yang bully I tu semuanya dah tua ke report.
What? Kamu semua tak bertamadun.
Yeah.
Perangai-perangai
And
tak
diorang
bertamadun.
punya ayat tau macam ni. I kena lebih teruk daripada you kena dulu.
Wow.
That's your zaman. Not my zaman.
That's their problem.
Yeah.
Marah.
Stop the cycle, please. Stop the cycle.
Stop the cycle. That is such a good point.
Yeah.
Stop the cycle. Betul?
Stop.
You dah tahu benda tu jahat, kau pergi buat lagi lah.
Kan?
Exactly.
Dia nak ulang sebab dia nak rasa zaman dia balik. I think. I don't know.
Sedihnya.
So that's one of my stories lah. Now to
Respect ni. Macam serius ni.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Jen.
Okay, so actually I got 2 stories to tell. Panas
Okay.
ni.
Panas weh, panas.
Okay, the
No,
first one is very, 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 very short. Tapi to the people watching this, maybe they know lah I'm talking about who, but it's from my primary school.
Primary school lagi.
Okay,
Kecil-kecil dapat problem.
Okay, so when I was
Masalah.
younger kan, I wasn't fluent in Malay. So I guess it's easy for the people to pick on me lah. And I think one of the main reason where I kind of faham why they call me Gedik is because I always suruh my dad lah to marah the police. But so kan in the previous episode, it was about like guy best friends lah. I mentioned me having a lot of guy best friends and how certain girls don't like that. And this cerita, this short cerita from primary school is one of my guy best friend. Actually, I reunited with him when I was 15. And then, yeah, we even went out like when we were in our 20s. But right now he's married.
Alhamdulillah, good job.
Yeah, but the thing is, last time I used to like him lah. And then,
The one that
I don't like him anymore. But last time I used to like him. And the girl that liked him, another girl that liked him as well, she ended up like minta couple with him. So he also like her, then they couple lah. Then I guess they found out that I like him as well. The thing is, when they were together, I distanced myself from him. But she continued, her and her gang lah, they continued to pick on me. And then, yeah.
How
And then
old was this?
Actually, we were like 7 or 8.
Engkau 1+1 pun tak tahu boleh lepas ke tak ya?
Terpaling.
Kau baru masuk sekolah, Mat.
Yeah.
Baru masuk sekolah ni.
It was so sad because I actually have to like distance myself from him just to avoid conflict with them, because I was quite weak last time lah. I don't know how to stand up to myself. But I remember when she broke up with him, she went for his friend lah. Then she was like, kau boleh ambil dia dah. Like, I don't want him anymore.
Oh.
Girl, okay.
Yo, dia macam pakai ayat, pakai buang.
Yeah. And I don't know how she is right now lah, but I hope she's doing well. I hope she changed, I guess.
You know, tapi the fact that macam 7-8 years.
7-8 years ago, you don't even know how to multiply CV7 ya?
Too much drama, girls. You watch too much drama masih kecil kan? Okay, you
drama?
tengok sinetron ke?
Sinetron. Telenovela.
Itu jauh weh. Sinetron jauh.
But it's like, she's the only one in their circle that I don't know like how she is now lah. But
Elok ah.
But I only know like her friends so far, they're okay with me now. Only one of them I don't like lah. But then the rest of them, they did like change and respect me now lah. So shout out to you guys, love. I have another story that took place in high school.
Okay.
In high school, this
Okay,
cerita is more longer. This story is more longer, and it has a bit of racism involved. But I think, you know, sebab ni cerita panas, I think we need to take a sip. We need to rehat dulu. We need to cool down our body. And then later we become hot again.
Hati panas.
Dia boleh bantu.
So we're back.
Guys, press kita orang tinggal satu je ya. Press kita memang betul-betul ambil break.
Siapa nak ambil?
Ni Melayu sangat
Siapa nak satu?
You ambil lah, you ambil.
But
ada
Jen
siapa
is
pun.
not Malay. So dia macam tak.
But I'm Malaysian.
Betul lah tu.
But Jen, kita dah ambil break kan? Kita dah kenyang dah. Fresh pun tinggal satu je, tak tahu nak ambil kan. Jen pun punya air pun dah gerak. I pun dah ambil air. Jen, please give us the second story. Sebab macam
The
hangat.
high school.
Ini memang high school cerita, high school music no lah. Boys. Okay. So jadi, I think again in the previous podcast, I pernah mention pasal a lot of girls like hating on me for having a lot of guy best friend. And the thing is, I used to, in the most non-pick me way, the reason why I have a lot of guy friends is because I feel like a lot of them are very just laid back. Like they really don't care. And they also pandai buat lawa. And I also grew up like in an environment where I'm around guys. Like I grew up with my mom and dad obviously, but there was a point of time where my mom was pregnant with my brother. So throughout those like almost 1 year, I just lived with my dad. And he would always bring me out to like do guy stuff like with his brothers. And also my grandmother used to like babysit this one guy and then he taught me how to play video games. So I feel I feel like my environment is a lot of guys lah. So when I masuk like sekolah menengah, earlier I mentioned pasal racism kan. So to my real life friends who know me, y'all know I'm mixed. Mixed girl, mixed baddie. Okay, no. Ew. But
Bless.
but like I'm half Filipina. My dad's side Pinoy. Pinoy ka ba? Okay.
Wow.
I didn't know how to say that. My dad's side is like Portuguese, maybe Dutch, Chinese.
Okay.
So the reason why I emphasize Chinese is because at my high school, my high school is like sekolah menengah, tapi for some reason a lot of like Chinese students yang study there.
Okay.
And especially in my year, a lot of the Chinese girls quite mean girl lah. And actually, some of them still follow me, and they might possibly see this, but
Be better.
they either like the previous post lah, like one of my segment.
Ouch.
So but it's like I don't hold any resentment towards them. Like I feel like some of them already grew from it lah. Tapi when I was in Form 1, I only faced the racism, but they would they know I'm mixed, and a lot of them would come up to me being all friendly lah, asking me stuff in Mandarin. Then the moment I say, oh, I cannot speak Mandarin, they terus macam like treated me like very like
Banana kid lah.
I want banana. Sorry lah, I grew up in an English speaking family. Like the reason why out of all my cousins can speak Mandarin. But the reason why I cannot speak Mandarin is just because my mom is Filipina. So there's no reason for them to teach me Mandarin in my family.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, my dad knows how to speak, but he don't know how to read. So that's why he put me in sekolah kebangsaan. Then so these Chinese girlies, or some of them guys also, like they started like leaving me out of stuff lah. Like whenever we have club meetings, I don't know anything, then they would like just macam buat tak layan because I don't know how to speak Mandarin. Some of them are kind enough to translate lah, but most of them just kind of like leave me out of things.
I think dia orang rasa macam payahlah nak translate ke Minah ni ha.
Kau ni problem.
And then I think I heard this from someone else. I forgot who, but I know some of the Malay girls some of the Chinese girls in my class, they don't like me because I'm noisy with my friends lah. Tapi honestly, they quite noisy also lah. Like
Hypocritical lah.
yeah, that's why.
Very hypocritical
They
lah.
Irony.
They laugh until exploded. I remember got one time cikgu pun marah. So it's like, why y'all calling me loud and obnoxious or like pick me, attention seeking, all that? Padahal y'all also laugh a lot lah. Y'all laugh so
Kadang
loud.
selalu macam ni tau. Orang yang buat salah bila tengok orang tu buat benda yang sama, dia attack orang tu. Sedangkan dia tak sedar dia buat benda yang salah.
Padahal engkau 2 kali 5 kali bangang je kau ni.
They really cannot nampak like people like me bahagia saja.
Gila.
Sometimes me and my best friend at the time, we also at that time we already become very petty lah. So sometimes we would like give them nicknames, or like we would shade them out loud. Like we'd be like, let's say we heard like them complaining about us being loud lah, so we laugh lah. Like, kuat ke tak macam tu.
Engkau pun sama je. Kau menambah lagi minyak di dalam api.
Best ah.
Oh, okay.
Very fun.
Tuang.
Fight.
Fight fire for fire lah. At the end of the day.
I mean, I try to stay out of things lah, but I mean, I provoke them when I know that they can't do shit about it. And then, so this one time in Form 2, ada this friend group lah, kan. And then got this new girl datang. She popular rich girl.
Oh,
bestnya.
okay.
Jealous lah. Nak lah.
Dah lah, tall
Never
basketball player.
experienced one.
Yo.
She's so pretty. The thing is, she's so pretty, and I admire her at first, right? But I know she's rich, and she likes to flaunt her richness, And then she would give her stuff to my best friend, but then she would leave me out of it. So let's say that time ada EOS punya lip balm kan, that time trending. Then she would give my best friend try kan. Then I'm like, oh, I want to try.
She actually did that though.
But
Gediknya kau ni.
almost mencarut.
Kau gedik tu.
Gedik gilers. Dah lah boleh cium-cium dengan boyfriend Form 5. Oh!
Publicly?
What kind of in Form 2. She was Form 2, he was Form 5.
Form 5. Dah lah botak.
That was personal, guys. That was personal.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, don't come at me lah. But this kind of thing, like long time ago, you know. I mean, I hope she's not like that now lah. I think she's trying to live privately now. Tapi that time, obviously she got her own group lah. Her own group pun ramai orang. I don't know how many, but I know like from every class confirm ada member lah.
So she's basically the queen bee lah.
Queen bee betul.
Macam mana budak baru awal jadi queen bee ni?
That's why I think
Maybe
she just
sebab
kaya.
dia kaya and then dia pretty some more.
Okay, faham.
And then she's the type, it's like, if you cari beef with her, she will legit bawa everyone to attack you out.
Dia bawa kroni, Mat.
Dia bawa crony. And yang I kena tu is, one time in class, my teacher was like, pissed lah that one of my friend tukar tempat. One of my friend ke one of their members lah tukar tempat. And then, I guess because I'm one of their friends, like the friend that tukar tempat, I guess I'm her friend. So the teacher macam like pushing aku lah, nak bagi tahu. Then, for me, it's like, dulu, I don't know whether I teacher's pet. I mean, I tried to get on the teacher's good side lah. And the teacher kan dah macam like marah and so sometimes with these kind of situations when I'm being pressured, I tend to blurt things out. Sebab growing up, I don't know how to speak up for myself. So I did blurt out lah, like she tukar tempat sebab nak duduk dengan member, dah macam tu lah. Then because of that, they got pissed. So throughout the entire day, they were like, throughout the entire day, every time they pass by me, right, you can see the one group crony jalan-jalan next to me. Hey, princess. They will clap their hands somehow. Then I'm like,
what's the meaning of princess? Like just blurting
I don't know
it
why they
out?
call me princess. Maybe they call me bratty kot. Then I heard, like the same day itself, the leader of the group the girl lah, nak bagi nama apa
Bangang, Belin.
Bangau.
Belin.
Sasha.
Okay, Sasha macam kena.
Okay, so we call her Sasha. So Sasha, I heard from my best friend lah. Sebab kan my best friend is kind of like, in a way she kind of macam spy juga lah.
Sebab dia pun in that group juga.
She's in their group also. So she would tell me like, oh, I dengar dari Sasha, dia bagi tahu like dorang like that you're faking your race. For what yeah? Okay, if you have a problem with my attitude kan, sure, that's fine. I guess you guys are pissed lah that I kind of like snitch on you guys or something lah. Tapi it's like, why you have to bring my race into this ya? Then she spread rumor. She kata like, actually dia ni biasa je, dia ni Malaysian biasa je, dia saja nak kata orang dia mix to look special lah. Then she say like, kebenarannya like I just babau nyonya je. Then I'm like, girl, don't make me pull out my birth certificate. Birth certificate dah kata secara ni, Eurasian. Filipina. You don't play with the Filipina.
Maybe sebab you tak cakap macam Filipin.
Gago?
After this you have to macam, where is my bag you have to speak like it.
Jadinya.
I think they cannot do that to me now lah. If it was my current like personality. Tapi last time kan like hard to defend myself kan. So I was so mad, but then I think I didn't do anything with that information lah. But I find it so ridiculous that they want to say like spread the rumor that I made up my race. For what, yeah?
Okay, for what? Like
you're
what?
jealous ke that you're just Chinese? Sorry lah. Sorry to all the Chinese.
Yeah, I think
Kau
that's
setakat kau
what's
Cina
the
je lah.
What's your race? Chinese.
Oh, tu je.
Tu je. But interesting pun.
Oh,
I'm
you
just a Chinese. I'm like that. I tak boleh nak cakap, oh, my father is from the Dutch. I cannot say that. That's why I tag you.
But to all my good Chinese friends, I love y'all eh. I love y'all.
Oh, dia main klik.
我很喜欢你。我爱你。
我爱着你。
我不知道了。
我喜欢巧克力。Okay.
新年快乐。
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 谢谢。你
好。But Jen, would you what gedik category would you put this? Gedik.
Cannot Infinite, bruh. Infinite stones. Yeah.
Gedik, gila, gedik mental, gedik terpaling
Terpaling.
Terpaling
It's
gila
like,
mental lah.
how can a 14-year-old be behaving like that? Yeah, tapi actually kan like they kind of drag out the drama lah that I actually did mental breakdown because I do have anxiety. Then luckily my best friend came in clutch lah. My best friend had enough of them. She also yelled at them. She's like, "Hey, you're talking about like her faking her race. Like her dad is in a ward right now because my dad at the time tengah hospital." And then I think because of that, they kind of like sedar lah. Because next day they said they want to forget about all this. But my aunt picked me up that day, and my aunt saw that I was crying. Like I wasn't crying already when she picked me up. Tapi she noticed my eyes like red lah. Then she's like, "Hey, you crying lah?" Nah, I just like buat tak tahu lah. But then she's like, "Who bully you? Who bully you?" And then recently she told me, right, when she was like looking around, she saw the girls. She eyed the girls because they were like looking like that lah. Macam takut macam tu. Then they tried to like not maintain eye contact with her.
Tapi itulah kita masa kecil dulu kita takkan pernah bagi tahu kita kena bully.
Yelah takkan nak tahu, malu malu.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want my family to start anything either. I don't want things to get worse.
Yeah, kalau I takut apa tu sebab I duduk with my grandparents kan. I takut my grandfather datang dekat sekolah.
I think my dad already lempang. But actually, they did stop the bullying lah. I mean, the popular girl, Sasha, she shortly after she lost her popularity. I don't know what happened lah. I guess people started seeing through her, and she moved away to another school.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Elok lah tu. Perangai bawa pergi sana jauh sikit.
See, the thing is, the okay, I would say the drama didn't stop there lah. Sebab like way later on also, I get ostracized a lot. But I guess that's a story for another time. But I know another time, the same year, same group, some of the girls from the same group were my classmates. And then they somehow made a rumor that I had a crush on one of their guy friends. Their guy friends, if I'm not wrong, he fruity kot. He never clarified his sexuality lah, but at the time he very fruity. So I anggap him as a girl. So we are like girly with him, right? And then he was the one who started being friends with me first. And then during this time we were in class, right? Me and my best friend, we were having a fight or like an argument with one of our best friend who sit opposite of the class. And then we were like main pas-pas surat lah. Like maki-maki surat. And then
cita-cita monyet.
And then in my surat kan, I wrote like a lot of curse words at him. I macam maki-maki tau. I betul-betul maki him. I was like, kau ni memang na. And then I pass it to him. When I pass it to him, I didn't know about this, but apparently after that, the Chinese girls, they make a rumor that I sent a love letter to their guy best friend. Aku cakap, love letter apa siap? I'm like, since when I like him? Like me, like it no.
This was all misunderstood.
Yeah, so I found out the real story is my guy best friend, actually, he malas to lie on the letter. He read it and then he passed it to the guy. The guy that rumored to be my crush. He passed it to the guy to buang. And then the guy, he curious so he buka lah, baca. Then he macam, then he just buang.
So that's where it started.
Yeah.
Itu je, bukannya isu besar pun.
Itulah pasal. The thing is, I friendzone him hardcore. Every time I'm with him, how can like I have a crush on him when the way I act towards him is like, hi.
I think that's where the gedikness of like, dia gedik dengan lelaki, and it is implied like, you suka like you gedik dengan lelaki, you nak lelaki to suka you. I think that's where it's implied. But like, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Genuinely so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, character growth.
I think that sebenarnya dia orang sebenarnya just jealous because of your rest sebenarnya. Itu je sebenarnya.
Sebab you interesting mah.
Yeah, lo. Special.
And we love that. But
special case.
I like that we all shared our stories. It was nampak daripada perspektif semua orang. Tempat kerja, sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah lagi.
Double shot.
But like, because I'm sure that we have some more stories lah.
Betul.
But throughout all those stories kan, do you have like your own opinions macam hot takes? Your hot takes against like the gedik gila mental? Do you guys have some hot takes against it?
I rasa for now it's like a lot of my experiences came from sekolah menengah and sekolah rendah. So I rasa it's like because we're all immature kan, I kind of faham that they're also quite immature because the Chinese girls that I mentioned, I actually don't hold any grudge towards them because towards the end of high school, like around form 4, form 5, they actually ended up being nice to me. Especially when they found out that they're all K-pop fans later on. Then they found out I also like K-pop. Then they actually include me in a lot of their discussions. So they actually got really nice to me.
You know, bila I dekat high school, I was hated for being a K-pop fans.
I used to be a K-pop hater.
Macam mana ni?
Yeah.
Boleh kawan tak ni guys? Boleh kawan tak? Guys, boleh tak? Boleh
Dia dah K-pop fans, what?
You dah K-pop
Yeah,
fan, tak
dulu
apa.
hater.
Dulu hater.
See, don't hate, you gonna fall in love.
Betul.
Exactly.
Jangan benci lama-lama suka.
Maybe that was my plan the whole time.
Mungkin. Tapi kan, I have a hot take Panas sikit hangat sikit minum air sikit kalau panas. I have this hot take. Gedik girls are one of the reasons why kita susah nak buat kawan sebagai perempuan.
Exactly.
Kita nak approach perempuan susah.
Betul.
Because kita tak tahu what kind of girl she is.
Betul.
And then dia also fits into the stereotype lagi. Dia fit into the stigma lagi.
Yeah.
And as you can tell lah, like I said daripada awal lagi podcast ni, daripada jam seminit pertama lah, it's a very negative word. Even though we can reclaim it as something positive, it is negative.
Betul.
So like dia macam kau jangan buat macam tu boleh tak? Kau berakal
like that.
sikit. Kau berakal sikit boleh tak? Berakal sikit.
IQ tinggi sikit lah.
IQ sikit tinggi.
Tak banyak pun, minta sikit je.
Betul.
Janji.
Janji dengan I. Janji dengan I. You janji dengan I.
Promise.
It's not best Best je jadi gedik ni. You're a girl. Express your femininity.
Tapi
Express
I think maybe
yourself.
that's one of the reason kenapa I tak ada macam like a really really best friend yang betul-betul close. I ada friends yang 10 years and above like that. Tapi kita orang macam tak like that lah kan. Tapi yang betul-betul rapat macam tu tak ada. Because I think one of the reason maybe macam orang tak tahan kot.
I used to use this phrase a lot lah. Then I thought it was such a pick me when the pick me trend was trending lah. I feel like this thing that I used to say is so pick me yang pasal the quote apa tu, girls selalu ada drama. That's why I'm friends with guys. And the thing is, I understand the pick me aspect, but I genuinely said that like I genuinely express why I don't have much girlfriends because it's like, I mean, you see from my experience.
Yeah, like your experience drama lah.
Yeah.
Dramatic lah.
Yeah, but obviously I have a lot of girl best friends now.
Kacip.
It's nice to, I think the pick me trend thing, it was genuinely just to put women down though.
Yeah.
It was
Because guys
genuinely
can be pick me also.
Ramai.
Ramai
Apa kata tak ada ramai?
Ramai je laki gedik. Ramai je laki gedik. Contohnya lah kan. Jantan ni pergi text engkau lama-lama. After a month dia ajak pergi date.
Hi you.
Lepas tu dia ajak. Ikutlah kaya kata kan. Dia ajak pergi date. Imagine dia cakap kat you, I dah ajak you pergi date, kita 50-50 50-50. To me that's gedik. To me that's very gedik because put yourself in the woman's situation. After the amount of tragedies that women face, going out with random people, dying, getting all assaulted and everything, you want to 50-50 some more.
Exactly.
Kau tambah bala.
Dia soalan dia dekat sini, siapa yang ajak siapa?
Betul.
You're the one courting us. So why should we pay for you?
Betul.
I mean like later on in the relationship kalau nak 50-50
Yelah,
kalau
ini-
kau dah menang.
Ini kau first time nak keluar.
Yeah,
Takkan
exactly.
kau tak nak tunjuk kejantanan kau sikit?
Exactly.
Kejantanan sikit je, tak banyak sikit je nak tunjuk tu. Tak payah pergi tempat fancy-fancy yang kau
Selama I keluar date dengan laki I semasa kita orang sebelum kahwin, dia tak pernah 50-50 dengan I.
Alhamdulillah ada lagi jantan tak gedik ni kan.
Rare.
Engkau keluar dengan perempuan, engkau pula I nak 50-50 boleh tak? Aku hempuk kepala kau.
Yeah. Once dia cakap macam tu, it's turn off. Sorry,
Ini
bye.
first time you keluar. It's the first time this is your like first impression on the girl. Kau tak nak tunjuk kau gempak ke?
Tak apa.
Lepas kau dah selesa, lepas kau dengan perempuan tu dah berbincang pasal financial issues, korang 50-50 lah 70-30 ke 60-40 ke ini.
Tapi kan have you guys macam jumpa pick me boys yang mana macam dia selalu cerita pasal dia je, macam like, oh, I have this kind of car, I have this
Oh
kind
my
of house,
gosh.
I have ni. Dia macam like try to impress you guys with materialistic. This is based on my own experience during when I was a cabin crew.
Nampak
Ya, ini kalau I cerita, semua stewardess will know who he is.
Oh,
Topik idea. Topik idea.
Yeah.
dia agak hot take bagi I. But to me hot take sikit lelaki gedik yang minta 50-50 maaf Sorry to say that's my opinion. Kalau nak kecam, fikir dulu pakai otak ya. Pakai otak sebab orang ada opinion. Orang ada opinion. And kau tak payah ubah opinion aku. Sebab itu aku nak fikir kan. Kau tak payah sibuk tak payah nak mencelah yang bodoh.
But memang akan ada yang komen tanpa otak lah. Obviously lah. Dia macam, tiba-tiba otak aku hilang. Kat mana? Macam tu.
Macam pernah ada lah.
Pernah ada.
Pernah ada kot insyaAllah. Jika Allah izinkan ada lah.
Okay, speaking of guys yang pick me, actually this one is not about guys yang pick me but I want to ask you guys, right? What's your thoughts on lelaki yang suka perempuan gedik? Because I feel like some guys, they really attracted to like pick me girls. Sometimes they acknowledge that they like the
Ikut
girls
dia
yang pick
orang
me.
tu. If you
True.
like a girl that's pick me, then go for it.
Yeah,
Aku
betul.
siapa tu?
Tapi kalau korang like headache kalau korang mental after taking care of the pick me girls, then I think it's your fault kan. You knew what you were getting yourself into.
I tak suka when a guy is like, oh I like this girl, and that girl is known to be gedik. Known to be gedik. And then after kau dah 2-3 bulan kau pergi cakap perempuan ni gila, clingy, dia mental.
Habis tu kau yang pilih dia kan?
Engkau yang menggatai nak pergi jumpa perempuan tu. Engkau yang pergi bergatai pergi buat date. Lepas tu kau nak benci dia after 2-3 months. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow.
Kau bodoh.
Honestly, as someone who has a lot of guy friends, I memang like betul-betul headaches. Yeah, like I am mental lah, like dealing with them because they always be complaining about those pick me girls. But I'm like,
Kau
I
yang
dah
pilih.
kata, the thing is sometimes I can see through those girls also. Then I would tell them like, I don't think this girl is right for you. I think she's using you and stuff, right? Tapi like once they started like complaining to me, I'm like, I already told you long ago already. But then they still want to stay with the girl. Tapi I rasakan because these pick me girls or like these gedik girls, like the bad gedik lah, I feel like it's because they I mean, I know some of them personally, I know some of their personal life. I feel like growing up they don't get much attention. So that's why they settle for, so that's why they seek attention from the guys. Meanwhile, the guys also macam maybe lah tak banyak option ke, or maybe tak banyak
Memang
option.
tak jadi akak market tak jadi pancing
Yes. I feel like dua-dua pun sama tau. Like guys who go for pick me girls who are attracted to them, I feel like dua-dua pun like grew up with less attention lah. Whether it's from your family or friends.
Actually kan, lelaki memang tend to make a dumb decision like
True. Yeah.
once in their life.
I feel a lot of guys also, they're quite oblivious lah. But I know a lot of my guy friends who fell victim to this like gedik pick me girls. And
Dia akan jadi toxic, right? Because like the pick me girl macam can be a bit manipulative, right?
yes. It's
like, so orang apa pun boleh manipulate.
Yeah. But honestly, with this kind of cases, right, whether it's a like your boyfriend ke girlfriend ke, if your friends don't like your partner, I think it's kind of a sign.
Yeah, betul. It's
to
a sign.
run away.
This is so true, guys. So true. If your friends cakap pasal that guy, you have to trust sometimes. Macam tak boleh lah 100% right. Maybe like simpan a bit of doubt maybe, and then you can research it yourself, and then see if your friends cakap benda yang betul atau tak.
Betul. Kalau kawan engkau dah tegur 20 kali, lepas tu kali ke-25 dia buat lagi, kau jangan komplain lah.
Betul.
Kau jangan komplain lah.
Kau diam je lah.
Kau diam lah. Orang dah cakap.
Lepas tu bila benda-benda betul-betul berlaku, macam ni je.
Engkau tepuk dada.
Congrats.
Engkau tepuk dada, tanya diri sendiri.
Oh, I ingat
Tepuk dada, tanya diri sendiri. Because what made you think like that? What made you think, yes, all my friend don't like him, I want to go some more. All my friend don't like her, I want to go some more.
red flag lah.
It's
It's
not-
not red flag.
If you have good friends around you, if you know you can trust your friends,
Yes.
why should you not believe their judgment? Sebab
Exactly.
kalau you guys dah kawan bertahun-tahun kan, what makes it any different for them to judge your partner when they know you?
They've known you the longest.
They've known you longer. And sorry to
Blinded
say,
by love.
Yeah.
That's one, yeah.
Kau cinta itu membabi butakan lah. So don't be stupid. Because yalah, you dig your own grave mah. You dig your own grave, you lie in it lah.
Exactly.
What more can you do?
Deal with it. You want to leave, leave her. You cannot tahan the girl. Then why you complain to me? Just leave her.
You know the type of girl that she is in. She is. You know the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
You know that you like it at first.
Betul.
And then you realize you slowly don't like. Whose fault is that?
Exactly.
Who went for the girl? Who went for the guy?
Dumb decision.
I actually did ask my guy friends lah, like, korang bodoh ke?
Nah.
I did ask them lah, like, why did you stay if you're gonna complain this much? Like,
Yeah.
after they finally broke up with the girl lah, a lot of them, I think all of them told me the same thing. They said how like, blinded by love and they're very oblivious. They told me this, like, they said like, guys are usually very oblivious, which honestly, okay, I know you roll your eyes, but I can kind of see some of my guy friends being so oblivious to a lot of situations. And maybe some of them, they can see that the girl they like is like goody or pick me or like just super toxic. But maybe like, I feel like it's just because they're too nice that in the back of their head, they think this will work when it won't.
To be honest kan, my husband also is one of the guy lah yang bodoh macam tu actually. Sebab sebelum I jumpa dengan dia actually in a very bad relationship before. So dia baru je after that kind of relationship lah. And dia masih waited for that girl. Masih lagi sayang that girl. So bila dia cerita dekat I, masa tu kita orang macam first date macam, not a first date as macam dia nak tackle I ke apa ke, tapi dia lebih kepada macam date yang nak kawan-kawan. Macam tu. So bila dia cerita masalah dia, one thing I cakap kat dia, kau bodohnya kau masih lagi nak kat perempuan tu.
Setipik dia bagi
Sebab I rasa stupid. Dia dah buat macam kat kau macam-macam and you still waited for her. For what? For what guys? For what? So blinded by love. So I keep racun dia rasa dia dah.
Yay!
Lepas tu
Then I
kita masuk
kita tak boleh lepas. Kalau kita jumpa lelaki yang bagus, kita kena kaut.
Oh gitu.
Gitu.
Marah.
Garang.
Seram.
Sebab I bukan yang macam, I tak tunggu orang tu datang kat I tau. Kalau I nampak orang tu bagus, I memang nak dia terus.
Oh, fair. You know what you want, take it lah kan. Nak buat
I
apa
memang
lagi
nak
kan?
terus.
Nak tunggu lama-lama buat apa kan?
Tahu tak apa?
Go on
I
you.
malas. Sebab tak lah, I macam banyak gila macam lelaki-lelaki lain nak cuba-cuba tu. I rasa macam dia orang ni nak jadikan I macam trophy je. Something like that. Tapi I tahu my husband will not do that to me.
Shout out to Afifah's husband lah. Congratulations sebab mungkin ada lagi jantan di luar sana yang tidak gedik jugalah.
Ya, betul.
Tidak gedik, tidak gila, tidak mental.
Tapi I don't know lah sebab I sometimes pergi niaga juga tau guys. So I sometimes jumpa lelaki yang very good yang buy things for their girlfriends. I nak Lego. Bila dia orang macam I kan buat gelang kan. So dia orang order custom gelang tau for their girlfriends. So I macam berbunga-bunga. I buat gelang tu I rasa macam dia orang memang pilih one colour sendiri macam ni, design sendiri. So I rasa benda tu precious tau.
Intimate. It's very intimate.
To that girls, tolonglah appreciate this kind of guys. Dia orang pilih hadiah tu one by one, you know.
Ini I don't know. I feel like gedik girls who are como se dice gedik girls who are given the privilege to be pretty, are given the privilege to be kaya, are given the privilege to be all these
Ni
things.
macam cerita Jen tadi.
No, I'm just like I take it from all your cerita. You are given the privilege of this position of power. Why are you like that?
You can do better. Come
You
on.
can do better. You can be a better person. You can grow into a flourishing guide for the people who are below you, for the friends and peers around you. So why do you choose to be like that? Kenapa kau choose, kau gedik kita orang semua gila mental? Macam mana? Apa fairnya? How is that fair?
Actually, when you mention privilege, right? The only kan we were talking about good gedik kan, good kind of gedik. I rasa you can sometimes kan I mentioned earlier, guys like girls. There are guys who like girls who are gedik. Sometimes lah, kadang-kadang if you feeling a bit like nak abuse your pretty privilege sikit, then boleh gedik. Korang pernah tak like?
Bless.
Korang pernah tak like not really like full on gedik to a guy to get what you want, but it's like, have you guys ever used your pretty privilege in a way?
Heavy kat ni.
Maybe macam I cakap tadi kot, make you as a trophy.
Heavy kat pretty privilege ni, dia agak heavy lah. I rasa
Tapi-
macam
Tapi I have to be honest juga, I pernah je abuse my pretty privilege.
itu macam interesting je cerita dia.
Another story to tell.
Another story to tell. Kalau another story to tell, nafas ya. Nafas sekejap, kita rehat sekejap. Kita rehat lagi sekali. guys.
Bisa kita rehat.
Macam
Yes.
kena rehat Macam heavy lagi.
Jom.
Habis kan I
The drink also I already holding.
Bagi habis saya. Yeah. Oh, okay. That was our break lah. Sebab the next topic, tengok fresh kita dah hilang. Hingga dah hilang. Memang dah out. I ni daripada tadi aku tengok dia gerak sikit-sikit. Dia gerak
sikit je.
Sikit je. Ini at least dia gerak banyak. Ini dah macam nak kosong dah lah.
I think already dah kosong.
Dah kosong lah. Dah kosong.
Tong.
But
Kan?
that was a break that we needed because the story about the pretty privilege, that is a heavy topic, everyone. That's a very heavy topic sebab it affects us every single day. Every single day, no matter what you think, like orang akan pandang rupa.
Betul, tu
Orang akan pandang
betul.
rupa. Like kita pun, jujur lah. Jujur. Aku nampak gigi orang aku macam jujur lah kan. Jujur. Bulan puasa jujur kan. So what are
Kosong-kosong.
kosong-kosong guys, yang kepada yang terasa tu hal engkau lah kan, sebab kenapa tak terasa dengan aku kan. Tapi what are your experiences with pretty privilege?
I tak ada banyak sebab macam ni cakap. Okay, I would say that I get things easier lah kot because of that pretty privilege lah. I would say that sebab kalau I pergi contoh kalau I kena saman ke
Polis boleh lah bye-bye.
Dia pernah jadi at one case tau, my husband yang suruh I pergi jumpa polis tu sendiri.
Alhamdulillah.
Nanti you pergi, you make up macam cantik.
Bijak.
I got discount, okay?
Okay, itu je penting. Pretty privilege penting.
So
kalau
that's
kita
why
pakai.
I macam so tak kata sometimes I abuse, you know.
Faham. How about you, Jen?
Tak boleh lah.
Okay, at first it's like the thing is it's not like I don't know what pretty privilege mean, tapi I rasa like at first I was unaware of it. And again, I grew up with guys, so I don't know like this kind of stuff lah. I'm quite oblivious to certain guys being friendly to me because they want something out of me. But so the way I act around guys is like very, I guess macam goofy lah. Then I guess certain guys find it cute. And they kata like rare that a girl act like that. Y'all never got a girl best friend ED. Is it? And then so like when these kind of guys, they started like I guess DMing me or like even in real life, you know, like from my high school kan, like from my sekolah menengah, like they talk to me. Then I talk to them like very, very chill, right? Then they like cute like uni. Uni cute ah. I'm like, me cute? Since when? And then you all know my personality sangat like wacky and sometimes I'm quite loud or I get mental lah. Because I like to, sometimes I like to scream lah. So some of the guys yang observe my wacky punya personality, I guess, not only they find it cute, diorang macam like, you ni gila lah, tapi comel.
No, okay.
I think that is ayat buaya.
Ayat buaya. Buaya darat ya.
So it's like, after like me receiving those kind of reaction from certain guys, right, I realized like, wow,
Yeah.
maybe I could act like this.
Okay.
I pernah bergedik-gedik and like berfriendly with this guy sampai dia beli untuk aku coklat tau.
Oh, itu. Brand apa tu?
Cadbury.
Okay. Itu.
Boleh
My
lah.
favorite.
Boleh. Okay.
I guna juga sebab masa I fly dulu pun I selalu macam kata I tak ada transport untuk balik.
Oh. Tumpang minyak
So I macam I dapat balik dengan bermacam-macam jenis kereta, bermacam-macam jenis orang.
Alhamdulillah.
Even at one point pun ada orang yang macam ajak untuk pergi dinner at 5-star hotel, something like that.
4 seasons ya?
Wow.
4 seasons. Sebab cantik kan. I think
Gedik also main peranan.
oh betul. Betul. I think because like you guys said about your own opinions on pretty privilege, on how we are aware of it or we are not. What are your opinions and thoughts of like how gedik is to you? Like, what are your thoughts of gedik? Like, if you saw a gedik girl, right, the bullies or the fun ones, what would you say to them? What is your like advice or thoughts on it, personally?
Need process. Need time to process.
Okay, need that process. Okay, sambil you guys process, I'll cakap. To the gedik girls that know that you aren't being mean, that know that you are being whimsical and you are being kind and you are aware that you are being kind and you are a good person and you are just simply expressing your femininity and you are just whimsical lah kan. Continue doing so. Do not let this aggravating, malicious, prejudiced word become something that makes you change simply to fit in with everyone else. Because at the end of the day, you are a human being. And because you are aware of who you are, you know who you are. That's how you express yourself. Do not change that. Just because of this, the heavy negative behind the word gedik. But then, to the girls who are gedik in a mean way, to Saman, especially, to Saman, to Sasha, to her bully also. Kau buka mata je, kau fikir elok-elok kan. Kau pandang cermin, kau cerminkan diri kau. Kau tanya diri, is this how I want to be? Is this the type of person who I want to be? Is this the type of mother I want to be to my children? Is this the type of friend I want to be to my friends? Is this the type of person I want to be able to sleep at night? Sebab elok ke perangai macam tu? Kita kan bermoral.
Betul?
Kita bertamadun.
Unless you don't have one.
Kita bertamadun. We are civilized people. So, grow up and embrace yourself in the truest form. And if it's not a kind person, reflect. Sebab, why are you making a word so negative and stigmatizing and stereotypical for other girls who are simply just gedik in the nicest way? Whimsical and fun. So, reflect on yourself, look in the mirror, and before you say anything, ingat, gigi kau rongak. So, don't do that. It's not nice.
Saman gigi rongak ke?
Saman kena pakai braces.
Oh.
No hate to people with braces, just Saman. I just said Saman.
Yes.
But, yeah, do not chase this male gaze that you want so much. Sebab, lelaki boleh datang pergi.
Betul?
Yeah. You have to face yourself every day. Can you sleep at night knowing the things you've done? Knowing the people you've hurt? Knowing that orang tak ramai suka kau. Orang cakap benda betul sebab sahih. Orang nampak ada bukti.
Itulah, to all the mean girls yang macam Regina George, macam anggap Regina George is my idol. Ingat, Kifarah tu betul.
Oh.
Okay. If you sekarang bully anak orang, nanti in the end anak you kena bully dengan orang.
Exactly. Karma exists.
Ya, betul tu. Tu je nak kena ingat. Tak payah nak cakap banyak. Kifarah is real. It's gonna comes back to you.
Alhamdulillah. Tuhan wujud je.
Yeah.
I feel like to all the girls out there, y'all gotta learn how to be yourself lah. Cause honestly, like y'all be jealous of like girls like us who yang kena bully by you guys. Cause I don't know, we have a lot of attention from guys, but we're literally just being ourselves. Like sometimes I feel bad for these girls because I know a lot of them grew up in I'm saying this in a really non-shady way. Some of them I don't know lah their personal life how, tapi I know some of them grew up not having like macam kesayangan ibu bapa lah. And I feel them. I experienced that kind of thing as well growing up. I mean, not 100%. If my parents watching, I love you all.
I love you all.
They might be judging a bit lah. Just silently judging.
I'm just saying, okay, not every parents are perfect lah. So obviously, I feel like a lot of kids can relate the same way. But I'm not saying like my parents like tak bagi I kasih sayang. But I'm saying like, you know. But yeah, I do feel bad for them sometimes. But like Marcella said, like how can you sleep at night like peacefully knowing that you've hurt certain people? For me, I memang tak rasa like hati sedap tau. Like if I hurt people, I cannot like leave things unsolved. I feel actually some of these girls that I had misunderstandings with, I did reach out to them. They also pernah reach out to me at some point. And you know, just be better lah. That's yeah. And Yeah, I rasa that's all I have to
So
say.
to conclude, from all three of us,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree from the three of us, to conclude this, be yourself.
Betul.
But if your version of self is a rotten apple, orang akan buang tepi.
Betul.
And do you want that? Do you want to be
No.
alone forever? Do
Oh, yeah.
you want to be ostracized because you are the way you are and you do not want to change?
Betul.
And from Random Podcast, we would like to say, as today's Random Podcast host lah kan, and the guests and
Terpaling
everything.
random.
Terpaling random lah.
Dan terpaling kacip, terpaling
Terpaling
gedik.
kacip, terpaling gedik, terpaling gila, terpaling mental. We want to say, to conclude this, please grow as a person and be yourself. Gedik is not necessarily a negative thing. But if
Betul.
you are receiving it in a negative tone,
Yes.
cerminkan diri. Yep.
Yeah.
If you know you're a good person, no hal. Siapa makan cili, dia rasa pedas. If the shoe
betul.
fits, wear it.
Bars,
You know?
bars. But actually, I want to add one more lah. Yang pasal how like, you know, the word gedik gets stigmatized in a negative way. I feel like, yeah, some girls are generally gedik, but like in a good way lah. Some of them, they betul-betul comel lah. Like, actually, like, you really want to jaga them. But then because of this stereotype or like this, like, gedik ended up being like a negative kind of term, it kind of ruins them, like ruins their personality, even though they're quite genuine. Sebab when they act cute or certain way, then people pula macam judge lah, kata like, oh dia ni gedik lah, oh dia macam fake lah. But then it's like, mana tahu, maybe they're literally like that.
Memang
that
personality
cute.
dia macam
Yeah.
tu.
That's why I
How
said.
to change.
That's why I said, stay to who you are.
Betul.
To conclude this, we genuinely say, be yourself. And if you don't like yourself, that says something about you. So, guys, I think that is this episode.
Ya, betul.
That is this episode. We talked a lot.
Memang banyak sangat, ya.
Memang banyak sangat.
Heavy.
Yeah, very heavy, very interesting, very
Thank you.
banyak different perspectives.
You too.
Hot and sexy.
I would like to say, if you enjoyed this episode, please continue up, and if you want updates, follow us on Instagram,
Yes, on all our
subscribe
social
on
media.
YouTube, TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, at Random Podcast. We are uploading, we are talking, there are small videos in the works. And if you berani, if you want to be in this chair, sembang macam kita orang ni, bawa kenal ni by the way, bawa kenal.
Betul, baru kenal hari ni.
If you want to make new friends, if you want to be able to talk on a platform,
Yes.
send a DM. The next time there is a post, send the DM.
Betul. Try to be in this chair talking to people.
And that is all from Random Podcast for this week. This is the episode, guys. Follow on every single social media platform at Random Podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the like, comment if you have your own stories,
Yes, please
and
comment.
hit the bell. Kalau you
Especially
want
to those saman.
Saman.
Please comment. I want to know why you hate her so much.
Saman kau komen, aku nak tengok muka kau rongak lagi ke tak? Yeah.
Maybe muka dah lain kau tak boleh recognize.
But yeah, anyways, if you are someone, if you are not someone, we would like to say goodbye, good night. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.